if you're taking a quiz, don't look at me. Don't pay attention to me. Get that quiz done. I need it done today. Okay? Quizzers. Finishing. Now, for the rest of us, we're moving on to 1.8. So again, 1.6 and 1.7, those are due. Kind of been due, but do. For sure. Not trying to be funny. Sorry, just do. Times 2. Now, 1.8, we're going to start talking about this new function. And that's the one I asked you to graph. X to the third power. So you should have gone in here. And you go to graph. You go to new document. You go to graphs. X to the third power. So that's X caret 3. Third power. Okay? So, what does that look like? So again, this looks like somewhat like x squared, except the left side kind of like goes downward. It's like a half smile, half frown. Okay? So this is what a cubic function is, x to the third power. The easy way to remember that cubic, it sounds like cube, which is 3-dimensional. Squared is 2, square is 2-dimensional. 2, 3. 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions. Square, cube. Okay, so when you drew this, did you draw a little cubic function right here? Something like this. Right? And that's it for your warm-up. Now we're going to do notes for 1.8. If you're finishing your quiz, you need to get that done first. You can catch up on this after that. Okay, so here we go. All right, so everyone's looking at this. If you're not finishing your quiz, of course. Thank you. All right. And again, I need everyone focusing, so not talking, without headphones in our ears, please. Unless you're taking a quiz, then it is what it is. Okay, with me? So at the very top, where you see the word cubic, let's put the parent function, x to the third power. That means cubic. Okay? You need to know the standard form of a cubic function. So that's going to be y equals. Do you remember how quadratic had a, b, and c? So quadratic had a, b, and c. Cubic will have a, b, c, and d. Okay, it'll have 4 variables. A x cubed plus b x squared plus c x plus d. There are 4 possible terms for cubic. Okay? So, first one, it wants us to tell us, is it linear, exponential, quadratic, or cubic? So, remind me, how do I tell if it's linear? What do I do on the side here? Subtract, right? So, I'm going to subtract a couple. Okay, so 0.5 minus 0.125. Okay, so I'm subtracting. Mrs. Morero wanted me to put the little sign right here. This means subtraction, right? 0.375. 2 minus 0.5, 1.5. 8 minus 2 is 6. 32 minus 8 is 24. Okay. Is that linear? the first difference is not the same. So for linear, I'm going to say no linear. Let's try the second difference. Okay, so 1.5 minus 0.375. 1.125. 6 minus 1.5, 4.5. You can already tell, is it quadratic? 24 minus 6 is 18. No. So is quadratic right? No. Okay, so again, Miss Murrow wants me to put this up here. That's subtraction, the second one. So if it's not linear or quadratic, we said let's try to divide. So I'm going to do it inside here. 0.5 divided by 0.125. 4. 2 divided by 0.5. 4. 8 divided by 2. 4. So when I divide, here's the symbol for Miss Murrow. When you divide, and they're all the same, what's that called? Exponential, okay? All right. Next one. 57 minus 55 is 2. 59 minus 57 is 2. Already, I can tell, okay? But if you keep going, you'll also get the same, right? If the first difference is the same, that is linear, right? So again, for B, linear because of the first difference being the same. Okay? Try C. Move it up, sorry. Subtract these. 23.5 minus 15, 8.5. 36 minus 23.5, 12.5. It's already not the same. 52.5 minus 36, 16.5. So is the first difference the same? No. So is it linear? No. Let's try the second difference. What's 12.5 minus 8.5? 4. What's 16.5 minus 12.5? 4. Hey, I can tell that the second difference is the same. If the second difference is the same, what is that? Quadratic. Look, difference, little minus sign. Quadratic. So that was a recap. This stuff that you already know, or you will learn real quick, that we've been doing. Can you not have a phone in your hand? Then can you not have a phone in your hand? Cool. Now, letter D, last one on this section. This is the new one. 48 minus 6 is 42. 162 minus 48, 114. 384 minus 162, 222, and we'll do one more. 750 minus 384. Now, is it linear from the first difference? No, linear. Okay, let's try the second difference. 114 minus 42. 72. 222 minus 114. 108. And then 366 minus 222. 144. Is it quadratic? No. Try dividing. 48 divided by 6 is 8. And I'm dividing over here. 162 divided by 48 is 3.48 divided by 6 was 8. 162 divided by 48. 3.375. Is it exponential? No, it's not even exponential. So today I'm teaching you the new thing. Ready for the new thing? If quadratic, if x squared was the second difference, what do you think cubic x cubed is going to be? The third difference, okay? So if the first difference is not the same and the second difference is not the same, you can try to find the third difference. If the third difference is the same, that is cubic. Let's do 108 minus 72, 36. 144 minus 108, 36. Oh my gosh. And again, if you keep doing all these other ones too, okay, you get a common third difference. Common third difference is to the third power x cubed. Okay, so this is new for today, brand new. If your third difference is the same, that is cubic. Okay, so for letter D, write cubic. Remember, it looks like this. It has a third power on it. Okay, cool. Everyone's doing the notes, right? Okay, if you still need some of that, I'm going to freeze it on the side. We're going to move to the bottom. Now, the question is, can we take a table and get an equation for cubic? Okay? So, let's try this. It's going to be the same process. Type it into spreadsheets. Type it into spreadsheets. But, what buttons are we going to press? That'll be new. Okay? So, let's do that. Let's go to spreadsheets. Don't save. X and Y at the top. Now on all three of these, we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, let's type these in. 0, negative 10, not negative 1. Negative 10, negative 38, negative 96, and negative 196. Okay, so you know how to type it in, right? Is everyone following along? So, from here, we usually press menu for 1, but now we're doing cubic. Which one says cubic? 7, right? So today we have a new button order, menu 417. Right? Gotta stay awake. So X for X, Y for Y. Hit enter. Now, do you notice how we have A, B, C, and D? At the top of your notes, I told you how you write the equation, right? So we're going to write these numbers down. Negative 2, 3, negative 5, 4. That's my A, my B, my C, and letter D. Now, I'm going to write that as an equation. Let's see it. Okay, so I'm going to write y equals negative 2 x cubed plus 3 x squared minus 5 x plus 4. 4 terms. And where did I get those numbers from? Menu 417. Let's write that right here. Menu 417. Cubic. Okay. Now, can we do that 2 more times? Let me tell you, before you start clearing it out, you can actually reuse the same screen. Look right here. If you just go up to, on the right side, the y values, see where it says 0? Just start typing the new ones. 1, 24, 77, 172, 321. That only works if the left numbers are the same, right? And they are in this case. So what's A, B, and C? Now, A is 2, B is 3. What is C? What does that mean? If you haven't been in this class very long, you need to know this. Okay? If you see something with an E with a negative number, that means 0. Okay, I don't know why the calculators sometimes give you weird stuff instead of 0, but that's 0 from now on. Cool? So you don't write it if it's 0. I just don't know if you're awake and listening, you know, so I got to say it again. I don't know. So 2, 3, 0, and negative 4. Let's write that down. Let's write this equation. On the equation? Correct. I'm going to show you. So 2x cubed plus 3x squared. Don't write the 0. So there's no x term. And then we have minus 4. Okay? Cool. Everyone's writing this down? Okay. Everyone? Everyone's writing this down? Come on. Now, letter C, same idea. So just go in here, change these numbers to 342, 141, 330, 639. Okay. A is 5. B is what? 0. C is 4. And then D is negative 6. 5, 0, 4, negative 6. Now, you don't always have to write it down like this, A, B, C, D equals. I'm just doing that for this time, right? So y equals 5x cubed. No x squared, right? Plus 4x minus 6. Okay? Now, the only other thing you might have to do is, could you take an equation like one of these, graph it, and look at the table, and find a value, like we've done before on the last 2 assignments. That's not new, it's just a new equation that you're typing in. So, I'm going to pass out the assignment for it, that you'll have a little bit of today and tomorrow to finish. You're going to be able to tell me on the top part. Actually, let me pass it out first. So, check it out. All right, so real quick. On 1 through 6, it tells you, just like the first part of our notes, is it linear, exponential, quadratic, or cubic? Show me the differences in the ratios on the side, okay? And then 7 through 12, it does say to give me the cubic equation using menu 417, okay, like we did on the bottom of the notes. And on the back, take the table, get the equation, and then find the value when you graph it and hit Control-T for table, okay? So, can you turn a table into an equation? Yes. Can you graph that equation and hit Control-T, and then find this value, tell me the other value? All right, let's get started.